Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video, and on today's video it is a mess. Let me tell you, I was not prepared for this at all, especially what I was trying to do. So I wanted to go for another water build, but this area that I wanted to work with was really small. I had a few ideas in mind. I wanted to create either a spiral kind of like water shaped build, or I wanted to do kind of like a butterfly, just because I've been using so much. I think that might have been cool, kind of like a butterfly like pond. But yeah, I tried a lot to make this work. I wanted to show you guys kind of all my fails did make this work. I wanted to link up with my current lake that I had, but I didn't want it to touch, just because I feel like it would have took away from what I already made, and I didn't want to do that. So I wanted to start off kind of just with the outline like I always do, and I should have already known just from seeing this that it was not going to work, but I am really hard-headed and I wanted to see if I could make it work. So yeah, I kept on trying and trying, especially to see what I could do to see if I can make it work. But everything I did, it just was not coming together. But you can see the spiral you could kind of see it right there. But I could tell that it wasn't going to work because I wanted some spacing like in between the water. So I had some room to place down some items to give it that really cool effect. I've kind of seen before, just like on Pinterest and Reddit and stuff, where people have created something like this, and you can have stuff like in the middle. They kind of made it look like a fossil, and I don't know, I thought that was really cool. But I soonly realized that I was not going to have enough room. I wish I kind of did this a little bit sooner, but like I said, I'm really stubborn. So I wanted to even try mapping it out with pathing to see if I could get it to work. If this didn't work, I didn't know what I was going to do. But yeah, I could even see right here, it was just too small. Working with only one quad really does limit how much stuff you can build, but it's kind of my job to see how much stuff you can really put into one quad. Just, I don't know, just to challenge yourself. But yeah, I really wish I just kind of stopped way sooner. But this is kind of the stuff I do off camera. I'm just I don't know, stuff I do off camera to see what I can create. Cause like after I'm done making a video, I always afterwards go back and I try out different things to see what I can do for the next video, to keep everything really entertaining and stuff for you guys. But yeah, this is like the stuff I do off camera. I go back on and I try out like more builds to see what I can create, and you can kind of see like the spiral and stuff I was going for with like all these like leaves and stuff to help as a guide. But still, I knew that it was going to come out a little too small. I don't know why, I just kept on going. But yeah, like I said, I'm stubborn. Even like right there, I knew that it was going to hit the other lake. But yeah, I just said the heck with that, and I went for it anyways. And it did kind of create a cool like little channel of water, but I didn't like it. I don't know why. I kept on going. But yeah, let me know if you guys do the same thing. You keep on continuing, even though when it's not going to work. I do it a lot. I really do. But yeah, I just right here, I was just kind of recreating my lake that I had and sharpening the corners a little bit more. I'm kind of glad that I did do that, because I did forget to break some of like the terraforming right around the edges to make it look a little bit better. And over here, I was thinking maybe if I added some trees, it would kind of help like guide the water a little bit better. I don't know. Your boy was lost. Seriously, I was lost. I don't know why I kept on doing this over and over again. Eventually, I did change, and I wanted to try out kind of like different shapes of water to see if I could fit something right here. I did do kind of a star one off camera. I'm not going to add it in this video. It just looked ridiculous. And I added kind of like, I did like kind of like another star one, but I was like, I didn't like that either. So I ended up trying to do a butterfly, which it kind of did work, but not really like what I was going for. I went to someone's dream address that had a really awesome butterfly like pond, and I was super jealous of it. It looked so cool. I remember first starting out, my island had like a natural like heart shape pond. Those are easy to get if you keep on like refreshing your like kind of like your first 4 islands. You can keep on going until you get one. But yeah, I was not cut out for this. I'm not that good at water anyways, and especially when it's such a small area. I knew it wasn't going to work out. But yeah, I just wanted to see it through to see what it would look like. And yeah, this is what I ended up with. This is like a pixel looking butterfly. It was too small for it to actually work. Yeah, I do not know why I didn't just give up on this. I really wish I did, because yeah, I wasted a lot of time doing this. Honestly, I did this for probably like close to 2 hours trying to make this work. More with like the kind of like the spiral one I was going for, but you can see the initial butterfly that I was going for. But yeah, I finally threw in the towel and I changed it up, and I'm really glad that I did, because I came up with something really cool. So I scrapped all of that. I picked up all my trees, and instead I decided to make a kind of like, I don't know, like I've always seen people do this, and I truthfully have never have. So I wanted to go for it. I terraformed like a little like cliff area where it like kind of forced you to go a certain way. So I wanted to do that, and plus I wanted to link it up with my house, because I have my current lake there already and this like little jumping stone. So I wanted to add that, but I wanted this to look very organic and like it fit properly. So I wanted to come up with a shape that was just, I don't know, perfect. I wanted to make sure everything worked correctly, and also I didn't want it to go over my kind of like my X I made. I'm allowing myself to go over half of it, but anything over that does not count. So I wanted to make sure I had a good shape, and I really liked what this shape was like forming into. So I just rolled with it. Starting off, just putting in my pathing like I typically do. I wanted to make sure that I made it really tight, and I wanted to make sure like you could walk through it with ease. But you know, just placing down, I wanted to place down all kinds of items in between, just to make sure that it felt like a true like small little crevice that you could go through, and I don't know, make it easy on the eyes. I really wish I just did this from the get-go. It would have saved me a lot of time. But yeah, I mean, I guess your failures can lead to something good every once in a while. I wish I would just listen to myself a little bit sooner. It could save me a lot of time. And over here, doing the same thing. I really don't mind if these paths link up or not, just because it is kind of a weird area. And I wanted to put a tree there just to help cover up the beach some more and to give it height right there, because that is kind of a weird spot. But you can see right here, it links up perfectly to my house. You can just use that little jumping stone to get over there. And now for the cool part. I wanted to give this area a little bit more height, and you can actually see kind of like my lake build from over here. So I wanted to make sure you could kind of, I don't know, access it a little bit. Just I don't know, you can, it's like a lookout view or something. And I was being stubborn. I really wanted the kind of like the larger moss right here, just to like fill in the area a little bit more and give it a little bit more height, even though it is just weeds. I feel like it would just look a lot cleaner. And over here, I added just a lily pad. Over here, I wanted to put that on the lily pads so I can remind myself I need to place actual items over there. And I wanted to add vines. I haven't used a lot of like the hanging vines at all, so I wanted to make sure I incorporated those into my build, and plus it can help me kind of get on the cliffs a lot easier rather than having to break out my ladder every single time. So you see me here just adding a lot of vines, and it helps cover up the terraforming without having to use like simple panels or anything kind of like large to cover it up. I don't know, I think it works really well and I was really happy with it. But you can't place anything in front of the vines, so that kind of hindered some of my stuff, but not enough to ruin it. I think it looks really cool already. And now to work on top of here. This was a little bit, I wouldn't say tricky, but a little challenging, especially over here in this corner. I couldn't make a circle right here for some weird reason. It must have been like the angle, so I said the heck with that and just placed down a giant vine. Looks cool, so it worked. And adding all kinds of trees just to give the build some more height, and also too, it's going to help me kind of gauge where I want to place like items at. Of course, using all kinds of moss to help fill it in for filler, and I don't know, it'll help it during the night. And these balloons, I love these balloons. They're probably my second favorite thing I've added to the fairy court, just because I really never get to use them, and I don't know, they're fun and cute. And now over here, I wanted to add another vine, just a different color though, just to kind of break up the vines so they're not like the same color side by side. And just like a moss tool. Odds are a lot of people aren't even going to see this stuff, but I wanted to make sure I filled in as much as I can. And it was really cool. I don't know why I didn't know this already, but you can put a tree right beside the vine, which, and it makes sense, but I don't know why. I just did not know that. And over here, just adding some more pathing. Like I said, a lot of people probably aren't even going to notice the pathing, but I want to put it down anyways, just to help cover up the grass some more. And just filling in the rest of this pathing. Over here, I wanted to make sure that it was kind of caged off, so where you couldn't, I don't know, like I wanted to make sure that because we're right at that divide line, so I wanted to make sure that it was covered as much as I could, just so, I don't know, I wanted to create that immersion, so like as soon as you get into fairy core, your mind just kind of, I don't know, goes off of what you like. I don't know, like if you go to European core, I only want you to feel like you're in European core. I don't want you to feel like you're in fairy core too. So I wanted to make sure that I covered it up as much as I could. And over here, same thing, I wanted to add as much as I could right here. This is a really little area and I couldn't place down like a tree or anything. I could add a vine if I wanted to. I think I did. I can't remember. But over here, I wanted to add as much as I could right here to cover it up, just to cover up the beach and, I don't know, take your eyes away from the beach and make it look cool. And I did end up adding a vine, which I was happy with. It looks really cool. And, I don't know, it kind of covers it up a lot more. I struggle so much to look for my items. You guys could see that. But look how cool that looks. I was really happy I did that right there. And another cute like butterfly model. And over here, I just end up adding another tree just to cover it up some more, and placing down some more custom design paths. Literally, you can't even see it, but I know I did it, so I guess that makes me happy. I don't know. If you guys do that, let me know. I don't know if I'm just like, I don't know. I'm crazy, I guess. I don't know. I wanted to add a celestial reindeer right here too, just to break up all the greens, add like a blue color. It's really pretty, and it'll look really cool at night. And basically done with this clip over here. I was really happy with this one particularly. I like how it came out, adding another butterfly model. And what's really weird, what I guess makes sense, you can't add vines in certain areas. You can only add it like on the corners. It kind of sucked, but whatever. I did add them on every single cliff right here. I think it's going to look really cool whatever I build on the other one, just to kind of show like what's over there, just to, I don't know, get like grasp everyone's interest. I think it looks nice. And over here, I'm just working with a smaller area, so this area won't take me too long. I wanted to add a lot though, just to, I don't know, help cover it up as much as I could. I just added a lot of butterfly models and mushroom items to kind of cage in this like giant vine. I think that looks really nice. And over here, I wanted to add like a little bench, so if you did come up and sit, it's a nice like a little lookout area. I didn't want to add anything right there that would kind of block your way from doing that. And you can kind of go around here too if you wanted like a view. I don't know. And just to cover up this area more by the beach, I did end up adding another crescent moon chair. They're my favorite, and plus it's right beside each other. I think it looks really cool, like close to the mouth of the river. I don't know, it creates interest. I think it looks cool. And now I'm adding all my little star frags. And I did notice right here it was a little empty, so I wanted to add just like random stuff right here. So I added like a vine and moss, and like I wanted to add some models too, especially like by the river. I think it looks, I don't know, I think it is really fitting. It looks cool and cute, so I wanted to add that. I was kind of conflicted on what I wanted to add right here. So I went ahead and just add a mush lamp just to give it some more glow at night. And right over here, I added another butterfly model just to help cage it off. And now I wanted to create my little entrance area. So I just added a ruined arch. And yeah, I wanted to fill in the area though, just because it was just grass. So I just kind of finished up my little like path, and yeah, placed it down, and I was really happy with it. And just for later on, I just added a tree, so I knew what I was going to do later. And now that we're done, let's go ahead and do our final walkthrough. And that wraps up today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy. It was kind of a mess, but we ended up with something really great. But yeah, if you guys can relate, let me know in the comments below. And if you did like today's video, don't forget to subscribe. I'd love to have you here. But yeah, until next time.